and I actually think that's a really good point because I can tell you in this particular company there was no system, right? And and it went from 0 to 60 so quickly that I do agree with both of you that there definitely needs to be something. And so we've got, people who are listening to this that will be, they run companies and what have you. If all things were possible from your perspective, what would be one or two things that you think companies should do to create a mental health crisis support kind of plan, right? So that's the first question. And then while I'm on that same thought process, I think about how right now in the world that we live in, whether it's schools having a system that if there's a shooter, they hopefully have a lockdown system or what have you. I come from aviation, so a lot of times you have systems in place, you train for the worst case scenario. And, what's interesting, that same company, now that I'm thinking about it, we had a very strong system for if there was, a disgruntled employee or a active shooter or something like that. We had systems and processes for that. But you're right, there wasn't a process for someone that perhaps was having a mental breakdown, for lack of a better word. And so what would you say for companies, and in your opinion, if you can only do one or two things, here's what I'd suggest you do.